Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today I have another pre-recorded static sale for you. Everything will just be a claim with a corresponding number. So if you are new to these types of sales, all you do, if you see an item that you're interested in, just put it in the comment section below the video with the corresponding number, and if you're the first to claim, then you'll be invoiced for that. And as always, shipping is not included in the amount of the item as it's shown on here. And I use PayPal for invoicing and Pirate Ship for shipping. So make sure you send me your information. I tried to put it on the screen, but of course, it's not there, but I'm still playing with this program. But anyway, it is Jeana, Jeana underscore Bay, Bay, at Hotmail, HOTMAIL.com. And I'll try to put it in the comments below the video and in the description so you'll have it. So just send me all your information there, and then we'll be good to go. And I do ship from Florida. Just want to let you guys know that. Okay, so let's just jump right in. I only brought 20 items for today's sale, so we could get through it pretty quickly. I know there's lots of other sales and things going on, but I like doing these every once in a while because you can watch at your own convenience. So I think that's kind of fun when there are a lot of other sales going on, right? So I'm going to just get started really quick here, and this shouldn't take too long if I'll quit jabbering long enough to do it. So first off, I have this 3-footed bowl. It's really quite beautiful. It has this, it's a small bowl. It's got this nice ruffle on it, and it's got the silver, which is actual silver. It can be shined up to be nice and shiny. I didn't polish it. That's exactly the way that I found it with the tarnish on there. But it is not missing any silver that I can see. Beautiful little bowl. It reminds me of like a mayonnaise bowl. It's about that size. So I don't know what exactly, or a whipped cream bowl. I don't know exactly what it was used for. It does have some age on it, but I love those little feet. I think those are fantastic. So 3-footed little glass bowl with the silver rim. And it's going to be a claim of $8, number one. $8, number one, for this cute little bowl. Give you a quick measurement so you can tell. I know it's hard to tell in here sometimes. It's a little over 6 inches across, about 6¼ inches across. And the height on this is a little over 3 inches tall. So that's the first item, $8. Second item, I have this vintage piece from Japan. It is a pheasant. Nice colors on there. It did have a little bit of damage. The leaf is chipped right there, but otherwise it's in good condition. I'm trying to look at the coal paint really quick. The coal paint looks pretty good. You know, there's like maybe on the eye right there, a little spot that's missing, but otherwise it's good. So that's the back of it. And it is marked Pheasant Japan on the bottom. So a beautiful little piece, probably from the 50s, I would say. Let's see how big he is. He's about 6 inches long. And as far as height, not quite 4 inches tall at his tail. So this little guy is going to be $6, number two. $6, number two, for the little pheasant. And then I have a larger pheasant. Again, kind of the same style. Now this one is, that flower is good, but this one has got a chipped petal right here. The petals, the flowers are always the problem on these, but a little chip right there. but still a beautiful, beautiful piece. Nice coloration on there, very colorful. His paint, again, looks really good, except for around the red, for some reason, always has a problem. He's got a little bit of cold paint loss on the red there. But otherwise, he is a beautiful bird. I'm sure if Dana Grace watches this, she's going to be like, birds, no. But he is about 7¼ inches long, maybe a little bit longer than that. And he's about 5½ inches tall. And the larger of the birds is going to be $8. Number 3, $8, number 3 for this one. And again, it is marked, it's just marked Japan on the bottom of this one. It's not marked pheasant, just Japan. And those are both like I guess they're like a porcelain type of material. That's what it feels like. Pretty lightweight, nice glaze. Next up, I got more bird stuff. I didn't even think about that. It's like my mind goes to one thing, right? So next up is this clock, which is great for springtime. If you're doing like cottage core or, you know, anything like that, or you just like kind of the flowers and stuff in the springtime. It's a birdhouse clock. It does function. You put, I think it's double A's. Yeah, 2 AA batteries in the back right there, and it does have an instruction sheet in the back in case you need help with that in any way. I don't think you will. It's pretty straightforward, but I left the instruction sheet in there anyway. So it's got a little bit of rubbing right here on the edge, as you see, which you could just dry brush a little white on there. It doesn't really even bother me. What I was thinking, if I was keeping this, I was going to take a little eyelet lace and run around there because I thought that would be really pretty with the flowers and the birds. So a cute, cute little clock. Give me a measurement on this one. It's going to be hard to measure because it's got that steeple thing on top of it. Let's see if I can get close to it anyway. So it looks like it's about 1 foot tall, maybe a little bit more, but around 1 foot tall. Pretty piece. So the birdhouse clock is going to be $10, number 4. $10, number 4 for that item. All right, what do we have next? A couple of small things. Okay. So next up, I have this little interlocking hearts brooch. It is gold tone. Pretty stone on there. It's kind of like an AB kind of stone, but it's got, I think the base of it looks like it's kind of a fuchsia color, and then it's got the blue and purple reflecting off of it on the finish. Really pretty. Give you an idea of size on it. And this one is going to be $5, number 5. $5, number 5. Let me show you the back of the pen to show you it is vintage. $5, number 5 for that pretty brooch. And then I have another piece that this piece was actually a porcelain or a bone china from Japan figurine, or like a little figure that somebody repurposed into a brooch, which I think is kind of fun. But you could still just use it as a figure if you wanted to. But it is this little porcelain koi fish. Great colors on there. And then they put some little stones up here on the top. And then they put a pin back on it, which really, legitimately, you could probably get that off if you wanted to. But if you're just going to display it, it does just sit, you know, it does sit by itself like that. And you wouldn't even see the back of it if you wanted to keep it as a pin, so you could use it as that as well. So for the little koi, it's going to be $6, number 6. $6, number 6 for this little guy. And he is marked Japan. He's stamped Japan on the bottom. Let me give you a measurement. I didn't even measure that, did I? I'm horrible, y'all. He is 2 3/4 inches long. $6, number 6. Okay. Next, I have this Viking crackle bowl. I want to preface it with it does have a chip in it, which I got to find. Hold on, let me find it again. Okay, there it is. So it is a beautiful Amberina crackle. It does glow. It's got a nice glow to it. But as you see here, there is a chip. Wait, is that it? Yeah, right here. There is a chip right here in the kind of ruffle portion of it, which when I picked it up, I didn't even see that because it kind of blends in with all the other the other little ruffles in there. But because it does have that chip, it's still a beautiful piece, very usable. And if you're putting it in your black light cabinet, it doesn't really matter because you're not going to see it. Um, like I said, it does have a famously beautiful glow. I don't have my light over here. I would show you, but I have tested it. And this piece, because of that little bit of damage there, I am going to do it for $8, number 7. $8, number 7 for that beautiful piece of crackle. I love the crackle in that thing. And you can feel it. Like you can feel the texture of it. It's so nice. Okay, I'm going to set this one on the floor right here. Okay. Next, I have these little shakers, these little vintage shakers. I think they are so sweet. It's these little cows with sweet faces. Look at those eyes. Oh my gosh, so cute. And they're wearing these little overalls. Look at these little overalls. They crisscrossed in the back. Isn't that cute? They do have their stoppers, and they are marked Japan on the bottom. And I don't see any damage to them. I mean, maybe a tiny bit of paint loss on the eyes. There is some crazing. There's a little bit of paint loss on his ear, but it's not cracked. It's just a little cold paint loss. And these are 3 3/4 inches tall, roundabout, maybe a little bit bigger. And the pair is going to be $4, number 8. $4, number 8 for these precious little cows. I love their eyelashes. Yeah, see, he's missing some cold paint right there on where his eyelashes were too. I didn't even notice that. Easy fix though if you've got like a little paintbrush. Put those on there. Okay. My glass flower. This is a long stem, gorgeous flower. It does glow as well. It's got a beautiful glow to it. You see that orange and that yellow. It glows really nicely. And it's got a super long stem. Now, it does feel like that's a little rough on the bottom, so I don't know when they broke it off it was rough. It's hard for me to believe that stem was any longer than that, though. But it is rough. So I'm just going to let you know that. Let me give you a measurement. Now, this one to ship is going to be, it's not heavy. It's just the length of it. So it's going to have to be a special package for this one. Just so you know, because I don't want it to get broken. It is about 19 inches long. So it's a big one. But it is gorgeous. I love that flower. Let me just tell you how big, because the flower is actually quite large. It is 3 3/4 inches across. And the thing I love about it is it's got like this rim of orange that goes around it that glows. And then you got the orange and yellow kind of mixed in together in the center of the flower. Really beautiful. So this one is going to be $8, number 9. $8, number 9 for the big glass flower. Let me see where I can put it so it doesn't get broken. Let's set it right here. Try to be very careful with it. Okay, and then next I have this lantern piece. This is a piece that they sold on like QVC back in the day. It is retired. They're still making these, but this one has been retired and it's beautiful. So for spring and summer decor, look at this kind of thing. It is just amazing. Give you a spin all the way. Sorry, I'm turning the handle. Give you a spin all the way around. It's got this nice like tin top on it. This is glass. This is wood. And that opens up. That actually does open up because inside there are lights. Let me see. Yeah, it's on the bottom. Okay. It does have a timer on it too, which is kind of cool. So see the lights on the inside? So at nighttime, those lights glow for you. It's really nice. So it's kind of like a pre-made assemblage for you. Big piece. But it does have a timer, like I said. And it takes, I believe it was AA batteries that I had to put in there. Really cool, fun piece though. And this one is going to be $14, number 10. $14, number 10. And I'm going to set it. Let me do a measurement for you really quick. I'm not going to measure the handle because it lays down. I'm just going to measure the actual lantern piece. And it is a foot tall. To give you an idea. But I love all the stuff in there. There's a little bicycle. There's a tree. Little chairs. So fun. Okay. Next up. Oh, I have these new old stock. They still have their plastic on them. I didn't take the plastic off because I didn't want them to get dusty. These are velvet pictures that is made. The entire picture is made with seashells. And there's a pair of them. See, it's got the plastic on it still. So the whole thing is made with different seashells. You see the back of it. And it does have like a little hanger here so you can hang them up. Here's the other one. So I'm selling them as the pair. Give you a measurement. So these are a little over about 12¼ inches. It's hard to measure with these shells. Yeah, about 12¼ inches tall, and width it looks like it's about 9½ inches wide, give or take. So you get the pair of them, and it is going to be $12 for the pair, number 11. $12, number 11. And you can take that plastic off. Like I said, I left it on there because I didn't want it to get dusty and everything on the inside. And then next up, I have this vintage porcelain De Villeblis perfume atomizer. Beautiful little flowers with gold. And this is like a brass up here on top. Now this does have some tarnish on it right there. I don't know if you can clean it off. I'm assuming you can. I don't know, but I'm selling it like it is. And the pump does work, but it takes it a while to come back up, as you see. So I'm not sure how good it functions. I'm just selling it like it is. It is marked Dev on the bottom, which is De Villeblis right there. And it says bottle made in Japan. Decorated on both sides. From the top of the pump to the bottom is 2 3/4 inches. And it's going to be $6, number 12. $6, number 12. Then next up I have, where is he? He's back here. This old lucite piece, which is kind of dusty. It does need a good cleaning. But it's got this base that definitely needs a cleaning. But it's got the seahorse in there. Excuse me. I'm assuming that's lucite. I don't know exactly. Seahorse is either acrylic or lucite because it glows under the black light. And then it's got the same base, but this base is like got blue mixed into it. Let me see. What does it say here? Y'all know I can't see this. Handcrafted in USA by Unique Designs. Fort Myers, Florida. Woohoo, Florida represent. So it does have its foil sticker on the bottom. So it's an old souvenir piece. It's got all these wonderful shells on it. And then this piece, you know, like I said, is either lucite or acrylic. And so is the seahorse. Lovely piece. And this one is going to be $12, number 13. $12, number 13. Let's set you back over here. And then I have this Fifth Avenue crystal candle holder. I do like that it's got the cut on both sides so you can see through it. And it's got this fretwork on it. So it looks like, you know, ice or snow or whatever on there. So the red glass is sunk down into the clear crystal. Beautiful, beautiful piece. It does have partial foil sticker on the bottom, but a lot of it is gone. And it's really nice the way it reflects the light when you put a candle in there. It is 3 3/4 inches tall and about 3 3/4 inches wide, maybe about 4 inches wide at its widest point. But I do love that cut on each side so you can see through it. Beautiful. So this piece is going to be $8, number 14. $8, number 14. And then I have this antique Bristol glass English vase. It's in the Bristol blue, as they call it. All hand-painted flowers on there. It's missing a little bit of its gold rimming up here, but the thing is over 100 years old, so we can forgive that, right? It doesn't have any chips or anything. It's just missing a little bit of its gold around the rim. It does have a very rough pontil on the bottom. And this glass is like so, like you can see through it. Like, let's see if you can see my finger. Probably not my finger. Let's see if I can put the Sharpie in there. So you can see the Sharpie through it. It is like, you can see through this. It's like a balloon almost. See how you can see me behind it? Oh, I got it in front of the camera. Doop, doop, doop. Beautiful, beautiful piece of glass. And it is 7 5/8 inches roundabout. And this guy is going to be $8, number 15. $8, number 15. Gorgeous. Okay, next up. Oh, my fish nearly jumped out of the water. Oh, he's attacking that. Oh, I see what happened, y'all. I put a new, in my aquarium over here, I got a new, like, albino. It's a white crayfish. And put it in there last weekend. And I guess the angelfish got too close to it because he just jumped at him. But the angelfish got out of the way. But that crayfish was like, I'm boss. You remember that. So next up, I have this beautiful Empoli green, the bubble, Empoli bubble bottle. Really nice. No damage to it whatsoever. If you like Empoli glass. I like all the bubbles on there. How they stick out. It is a little over 14 inches tall. And it's going to be $14, number 16. $14, number 16 for the Empoli bottle. Then next up, I have a really pretty piece of Mikasa. Ooh, this one is dusty. I should have washed this one off a little bit. You'll get the idea, though. It is a double taper holder by Mikasa. It's got the frosted stems and then the clear, like tulips or, you know, flower up here to hold your tapers. This one's still got a little candle wax in it. And the base is clear. Pretty piece. And it measures 9 3/4 inches tall. Width, we'll give you a width on it too. It's about 5.5 inches wide. So the Mikasa double taper is going to be $12, and it's number 17. $12, number 17. Okay, I'm going to have trouble saying this one, y'all. Just know going in. So I have a vintage, I don't know exactly how old it is. I can't see what's on the bottom of it really good. It's got a number, but I can't see it. But we'll say I know it's at least vintage, if not older. cast iron Abelskiver. That's the word I'm going to have trouble with. Abelskiver pan. It's got the 7 pots in there, as they call them. So I guess Abelskiver is like some kind of Danish thing, from what I understand. I don't know how you make it. I've never made Abelskiver before. I'm probably saying it wrong. There is the bottom of it, but see, there is a number there. I cannot see what it says. It's kind of, I just can't see it. I'll give you a measurement on the pan itself. The actual pan part is 7 3/4 inches across, and then the entire thing with the handle is 13 5/8 inches. So a cool piece of cast iron for you. And it is going to be $12, number 18. $12, number 18. And then we'll definitely set that on the floor. Okay. Next, I have this, only a couple more things, guys. I had this incense fountain. I did put some incense in it to test it. It does work. And I actually have some more cone incense I'm going to include in this. I didn't bring in here. It's in the other room. But it's one of the fountain ones that the smoke kind of like drifts down and, you know, billows out kind of thing. It's actually really pretty to watch. But I can't keep it. I love the way it looks. I can't keep it because I'm allergic to incense. So the whole time I was trying to burn it to see if it actually worked, I was choking to death. So, sorry. It's a nice blue color with this brown on the bottom. And I am going to throw like a whole bag of that cone incense in with it because I don't have a need for it. And it is $8, number 19. $8, number 19. It is ceramic. In case I didn't tell you that. Give you a measurement. It is about 7 inches tall. $8, number 19. So my last item for today is this fantastic girl. She is from either the late 40s, early 50s. She is made by Klein Company, and she's this beautiful fan dancer. Look at her. It has like all this kind of spaghetti. What they call this spaghetti, but it's not the kind that loops. It's kind of like a rock kind of texture, but it's considered spaghetti as well. Texturing on her, all around her dress, and then up on her sleeves and her collar. And then she's got her fan she's holding. Beautiful, beautiful piece. So a lot of crazing, as you see there. A lot of crazing, but it is not got any chips or anything in it. Gorgeous. I love her. And in that, like, it's not really frit work since it's not glass, but you know what I'm talking about, that rough texturing. There's like turquoise and pink and yellow. She's 7 1/4 inches tall. I'll try to show you that. See all the coloring in there? Isn't that pretty? So she's going to be $12, number 20. $12, number 20 for this beautiful girl. And that's it. So again, if you saw anything you were interested in, please make sure just to comment below with that number. And I'll let you know if you're, you know, the first person to comment with that number. And guys, make sure you check back with me. I'm not doing any more sales until Tuesday, when I will be back here with Jen Eads. And we're doing our quickie sale. So make sure you join us for that. Everything is flat price. We go really, really fast, and we bring a ton of items for you to look at. So make sure you join us for that. That will be 3 p.m. Eastern right here on my channel with Jen Eads for our quickie sale. And then I will be back again next Thursday at 9 p.m. for another live sale, where I show you all my freshest vintage that I've just picked up and acquired since the last time we saw each other. So until then, guys, have a great rest of your day. I hope you enjoyed this. And please leave me a thumbs up. And, you know, you can comment below. Even if you didn't want to purchase any of these items, you can comment below. And that just helps out my channel so much. And again, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me. And I will see you guys in the chats. And then next week at my sale, on Tuesday. So until then, stay safe, be beautiful and kind as you are. Always, I know. And because you're beautiful and kind to me, and I appreciate it so, so much. And please go out and be a blessing to someone else in kind words, kind deeds, just kind thoughts. And I hope you are blessed as well. I hope your world is full of peace and love and joy. And praise be to God above. Love you guys so much. Mwah. And I will see you next time.